Oh, so get this. We're diving into something big today. California's master plan for aging.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah. So think about it. By 2030, a quarter of California, a quarter of the population will be over 60.
Wow.
That's a massive shift, right?
Yeah.
And, it needs a plan. Thankfully, California is ahead of the curve, I think.
They're not just reacting, they're being proactive about this whole aging population thing.
Exactly. And we're going to really dig deep into the official Master Plan for Aging website. We're talking reports, data dashboards, all that good stuff.
It's a deep dive. You're going to walk away understanding not just what's in the plan, but why it actually matters to you, no matter what age you are right now.
Yeah. And first things first, this isn't just like senior stuff.
No.
Yep.
This is for everyone. It's about making California work for every age.
Throughout your entire lifespan. I love that.
It's a process, right? Aging is a process. It starts the moment we're born, and this master plan is like, how do we create an environment where people can age gracefully and with dignity every step of the way?
I love that perspective. So how does California actually plan to make this happen?
They've got these 5 bold goals. First one tackles a really, really big concern, especially in California. Housing for all ages and stages.
Oh, yeah. Housing.
With rising housing costs, where will people live as they get older? This is a big deal.
It feels like everyone's talking about the housing crisis. So how does the master plan address that specifically?
It goes beyond just building more senior homes.
Okay.
It's about creating age-friendly communities. Think wider doorways, grab bars and bathrooms, access to transportation.
How about that makes sense?
All within communities designed for people to connect with each other, support each other.
So it's not just about having a roof over your head. It's about thriving, right?
Exactly. They're promoting a variety of housing options, from adapting homes that already exist to building new ones that are accessible, to exploring new models like co-housing. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Communities that really cater to the needs of older adults. That's fantastic. Okay, so the second goal, health reimagined. That sounds kind of radical. Are they overhauling the entire healthcare system?
Well, not exactly overhauling. It's more about shifting the focus.
Okay.
From just reacting to illness to preventing health problems in the first place.
That's smart.
It is. Imagine a system that prioritizes aging in place, people getting care in their homes and their communities.
So instead of being sent away to hospitals or nursing homes, people can stay in familiar surroundings.
Exactly. Maintain their independence. And to achieve this, they're looking at expanding telehealth services, providing more home care options, and establishing these robust preventative health programs. It's about empowering people to take control of their health.
That's amazing. Okay, so the third goal, inclusion and equity, not isolation. This feels like they're tackling ageism head on.
They absolutely are. They're recognizing how much older adults bring to society, how much they contribute.
Right.
And they're emphasizing creating lifelong opportunities for work, for volunteering, for leadership roles.
So breaking down those stereotypes that limit people just because of their age.
Exactly. It's ensuring everyone has the chance to fully participate in their communities, no matter how old they are. And this also includes protection, from discrimination and exploitation, which are unfortunately issues for many older adults.
It's sad, but it's true.
So they're really trying to create a society that values its elders.
And speaking of valuing our elders, that leads us to the next goal, which is super crucial. Caregiving. That works.
Caregivers are vital. As our population ages, we need to recognize how important they are.
Yeah, they're the unsung heroes, often family members or friends, providing unpaid support. This goal is all about giving them the resources they need to actually thrive.
Yeah, because caregiving is so demanding. It's both physically and emotionally draining. So how does the master plan actually address the needs of those caregivers?
They're looking at offering more respite care options, providing training programs, and even financial assistance.
It's about making sure supporting caregivers is not an afterthought, it's a core part of the system.
I love that. Okay, and finally we get to affording aging. This is something everyone worries about, right?
Yeah, especially in California.
Especially with the high cost of living.
The master plan acknowledges this. They know financial security throughout your entire life is key to aging well. And they're tackling those challenges of healthcare costs, retirement savings, protecting older adults from financial abuse.
So it's about making sure people have the resources they need to live with dignity and without being burdened by those financial worries.
Yeah, exactly. And they're looking at all sorts of strategies, from strengthening retirement security by expanding access to savings plans to implementing policies that actually protect retirement benefits. They're also addressing the rising cost of healthcare head on.
It sounds like they're hitting it from all angles.
They are. And this is where the master plan gets really interesting. We've talked about these 5 goals, but how do we know it's not just talk?
Right. How do we measure progress and actually ensure these goals are being met?
That's where the master plan's data dashboard on aging comes in.
Okay.
It tracks over 150 indicators related to aging all across California.
Wow.
Everything from housing affordability to healthcare access, rates of social isolation, even caregiver support.
So it's like this massive scorecard for how California is doing on all these aging-related issues. That's incredible.
It's not just about collecting data, though. This information helps make decisions about policies. It helps track progress. It shows us where we need to focus our efforts.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've got this big statewide plan, ambitious goals, a system for tracking progress. But California is huge and diverse. How does the plan ensure that the needs of different communities are met?
Well, that's where the MPA local playbook comes in. It's designed to empower communities across California to make the master plan their own, adapt it to their specific context.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Not at all. The local playbook encourages communities to find solutions that fit their challenges and their opportunities. It gives them practical guidance, tools, resources for bringing people together to develop and implement local action plans.
That's fantastic. I'm already impressed by how comprehensive and forward-thinking this whole approach is.
And we've only just begun to scratch the surface. There's so much more to dive into.
I can't wait. Let's take a quick break. Then we'll get into some specific examples of how the master plan is actually being put into action and what it all means for you.
Sounds good.